2 News Oklahoma Sports.
Who's number 4? And Alabama returns to the playoff, and so we have another unprecedented situation as Florida State is the first undefeated champion from a Power 5 conference to fail to make the field.
Heartbreaking scene today in Tallahassee. Former TU assistant coach Mike Norvell leading Florida State to a record of 13-0 and an ACC title, but his Seminoles left out of the college football playoff. Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama are in. And welcome into sports, everybody. Michigan to face Bama in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. The Longhorns in the playoff for the first time. They will take on Washington in the Sugar Bowl. Norvell releasing a statement today saying he is, quote, disgusted and infuriated with the decision. What is the point of playing the games, said Norvell. CFP Selection Committee Chair Boo Corrigan admitting the injury to Seminoles quarterback Jordan Travis a huge determining factor.
I feel horrible for Coach Norvell, the players, but again, they're a different team now than they were earlier in the year. You can lose a running back, you can lose a wide receiver, but, a quarterback as dynamic as Jordan Travis, it changes their offense in its entirety.
Florida State's certainly a good team, and to go undefeated in their league, and it's unfortunate that some good team had to get left out, but I really think that our team earned the right to be here.
I think our players kind of exuded all of the emotions that we had. When you don't know, which is always the most difficult part when there's a committee and you're not an undefeated team, there's always going to be that little bit of nervousness, anxiety, because you just don't know.
To me, this is a travesty to the sport. Because we go out there on the field and we play the game. And regardless of whether it looks good at the quarterback position, regardless of whether we win with offense, whether we win with defense, the name of the game is to win.
Thankfully, we go to 12 teams next year. So the playoff is set. Here come the bowl games for the second time in 3 years. OU head to the Alamo Bowl. The Sooners, number 12 in the final CFP rankings, facing number 14 Arizona. Thursday's December the 28th kickoff, 8:15. Always a fun time there in San Antonio. 57th bowl appearance for Oklahoma. OU right back where it was when Lincoln Riley left them high and dry 2 years ago. Bob Stoops leading the Sooners that night to a defeat of Oregon in the Alamo Bowl, 47-32. Arizona, quite the story this season. Third-year head coach Jed Fish has the Wildcats in a bowl game for the first time since 2017. 9-3 on the season and riding a 6-game winning streak. They've played really well over the last 2 months. Quarterback Noah Fafita leading an offense that averages 34 points per game. This is the first meeting between these two programs since 1989. The all-time series tied at 1. Sooners beat the Wildcats in Norman back in September of 1988. Arizona got them back with a 6-3 victory in Tucson the next season. As for the Cowboys, making a trip to Houston for the Texas Bowl, OSU facing old Big 12 rival Texas A&M. That's Wednesday, December the 27th, night before OU in the Alamo. Kickoff at 8 o'clock. Aggies lead the all-time series 18-10. Now, OSU had won 4 in a row in this series until the most recent matchup. The Aggies beating the Cowboys in this same bowl game back in December of 2019. A&M a 24-21 winner that night at NRG Stadium. As we know, Mike Gundy, one of the best coaches around in bowl games. 18th straight season he has the Pokes in a game. His career record 11-6. OSU coming off that 49-21 beatdown in the Big 12 championship game yesterday against Texas. As for A&M, Jimbo Fisher fired. He is $76 million richer. Former Aggies defensive coordinator Mike Elko named the new head coach last week. A&M just 7-5 this season, but they have tons of talent. You see the numbers there, outscoring opponents on average 34-21. They are better than that record. Linebacker Edgerrin Cooper, 8 sacks, 17 tackles for loss. Not going to be easy for either team. Interesting matchups, though. Back with more sports. The Thunder